Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande, Roth. We are looking at 55, 56 or so, mix of sun and clouds. Not bad. A good Monday. Good start to your week here. About a month into spring, day after Easter, April 21st. 2025. Maybe some rain overnight, not everywhere. Could have a little something. And then tomorrow should be good. 70, 71, some sun. Looking good on your Tuesday. So excited about that. We'll get into some of these concerts we have on sale and things going on with the radio station here before we wrap up. You know, last week we were telling you about Red Robin. And I got to tell you, I don't know the last time I saw a Red Robin. There might be, no offense. I mean, to anyone who owns one or works at one. I've never been to one, and I don't know where there is one. I'd have to look it up. But they had a pretty cool thing last week we told you about. They were going to put on sale a limited amount of bottomless burger passes for the month of May. And that would entitle you once a day to go into a Red Robin for $20. This is the card. It was $20. You go into a Red Robin once a day, every day in May, and you will get a huge burger with bottomless sides. And, yeah, you could have one a day for $20, the whole thing, for the whole month. So, obviously, we knew the website was going to crash, and it did. They went on sale, sold out instantly, website went down. People were like refreshing for like an hour. Please, if you're sitting there refreshing for your bottomless burger pass for about an hour and you don't realize they're going to be sold out, that's on you. A few people were mistakenly charged the value of the card, which was $682. That was a glitch. That was reversed. It was, they got that refunded to them. But that would be something. You go online for a $20 Red Robin card, and you get charged $682. But they did fix that. There were a limited number. Still don't know how many actually went on sale. People were frustrated, obviously, venting on social media, saying it was harder to get than Taylor Swift tickets. Red Robin did apologize for their site going down and the excitement. They're also hyping up another sweepstakes. I may get involved in this one. Offers free burgers for a year. That is a sweepstakes. I don't even think you have to pay for that one. That's like a giveaway. They posted details about it on their site. There will only be 12 winners. See if I can get involved in that one. But yeah, so Red Robin back up and running and got everything they wanted out of it. Got their PR, and we're talking about it and all that stuff. National days today. Let's see what we have for you today. It's National Rendering Day. What is, not drawing, not like artist rendering. So rendering is, I guess, when you eat an animal, according to what I'm reading, I had no idea what this meant, by the way. When you eat an animal, roughly we eat about 50% of an animal, and the other 50% is inedible. So a lot of that ends up going to waste. Rendering is a process that will take that 50% that we don't use and kind of produce it into something else. They take the protein, bone, fat. They even take used cooking oil from restaurants, right? You've heard about that, people stealing used cooking oil. And they will render, they do this process where they turn it into other material safely to make sure that it can be used for, other things. So it can be turned into other products and converted into new products. All right, that's as far as I'm going with it. Don't need to get any more detailed on that. It's National Yellow Bat Day. That is the symbol about this day in 1967, the Army activated the 265th Army Security Agency Company Airborne with the 101st Airborne Division at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. And their symbol is that bat, the yellow bat with the outstretched wings there. National Chocolate-Covered Cashews Day. I'll take anything chocolate-covered, cashews especially, sure. And National Kindergarten Day. It was a German instructor, a teacher, I guess a professor, teacher. I don't know if he was a professor, but a teacher who recognized that children learn through play and experience and developed kindergarten back in the day. And the day he was born, April 21st, 1782, that is the day National Kindergarten Day is honored. Good news. The Orlando Bomb Squad did an Easter egg hunt for visually impaired kids. They built special Easter eggs that made a beeping sound so they could find them. The event inspired by a first responder's daughter who's visually impaired. That is beautiful. America's oldest serving astronaut got a pretty good birthday gift this weekend. Donald Pettit returned home from the space station yesterday, which happened to be his 70th birthday. He'd been up there 7 months. And a guy named Mitchell O'Brien got swallowed by sand at a beach on Lake Michigan last weekend. Turned into an unlikely love story. He was walking with his best friend, a coworker named Brianne Sika. All right, so they're walking along. The beach swallowed him like quicksand. Yeah, that's our nightmare, right? And he was buried up to his waist. So they both called 911, and at the exact same time, she referred to him as her boyfriend. And he said his girlfriend. And it turned out they both had a crush on each other for 2 years. And as they were making these 911 calls, you know, they were asking them, what's going on the 911 call? She says, my boyfriend is stuck in the sand. He says, my girlfriend's trying to call 911. And the rest is history. Firefighters showed up, pulled Mitchell out. He and Brianne are now officially in item. How about that one? All right, that does it. I'm here till 10. We got a ton of music for you. Very music intensive from 9 to 10. And then, of course, Jim O'Brien up at 10, Murph Dog at noon, Jay Letterman at 3, and Elena comes up at 8 p.m. Cole Swindell, the special guest this week with Elena. Excited about that. 55, mix of sun and clouds. Tomorrow could be 70 and sunshine. Phathead and Cande, My Country, 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.